you or someone you know is going through a meltdown, how do you handle it? See, guys, they could think about one thing 1 minute, 5 minutes later, they could think about something completely different. They're now focused on this new thing. For women, we're kind of like a river, or we're like spaghetti. Everything mixes together and it stays together. So if something happened to me at 8 a.m., if something else happens at 10 a.m., I'm still thinking about the 8 a.m. and now I'm thinking about the 10 a.m. thing. Say something happens at noon, that's piled on. You see where I'm going with this? You're having a meltdown because all of these things are being stacked on top of each other all at once. First off, you're frustrated because whatever so-and-so said is not what you wanted to hear. They clearly didn't understand that you were already feeling some kind of way to begin with. You're frustrated because now you have to solve this on top of everything else that's going on in your upsetting day. Probably humiliated, probably said some things, did some things, started crying. I mean, this girl's probably thirsty. She probably hasn't eaten in a long time and she's just really upset. So she's exhausted. She needs a nap and she needs some food ASAP. You need to tell whoever's with you, or you need to ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want space, company, to be left alone, food? What do you need? Do you need a hug to talk it out, to confront whatever just happened to the person it happened with? And the only way that people are going to understand what to do to help you through your meltdown is by communicating. Then at least you're giving this other person some slack so that moving forward, if it ever happens again, they know what they can do and they know what they can provide you with so that you can ease out of that meltdown mindset a little sooner, rather than waiting the whole night and the next day and you're still feeling like crap. So I encourage you to make over your meltdown and to start taking action to communicate so that when your meltdown does happen, people know how to handle it and you know how to handle you. If you want to see more of this type of video, more dating advice, more relationship tips, then I encourage you to join my exclusive list. You can do so by clicking on this YouTube card, or you can go to my website directly at www.wellsaidliving.com. And I encourage you to speak life, live well, and always choose love. Take care. Bye-bye.